この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Odd Taxi episode 8. That's it. That's the whole intro. We're not going to recap anything. No, we're going to recap everything. First and foremost, well, if you don't know, now you know. Not going to say the last word in that line. If you want to listen to it, just go listen to Juicy by Notorious B.I.G. It's a good song. We met Yano. And he is a sharp, spiky boy on a razor scooter with the dopest rhymes. And, I got nothing to say except that this boy is basically the puppet master of the show at this point, as far as I can tell, from the way that he seems to control the music and control the scenes and be the center of everything. I'm really curious about him, and we probably will get a chance to know a little bit more about him, as he is currently in some kind of dockside warehouse getting ready to torture or extort or whatever Kakihana, who, as far as I can tell, he believes is a wealthy boy. But he does know his full name, and so I feel like maybe he's done some research on Kakihana, and maybe he knows that he's not a wealthy boy, and that instead he's maybe just close to Otokawa or close to where things are going to start going down. Sorry. That's stuck in my head, and it's been stuck in my head for like a week, so it just came out. I'm out of my gourd. So on that note, Kakihana goes from being scared to still going on his date to being kidnapped, because fuck this guy, right? I mean, just cannot catch a break. He earned this. I don't know that he deserves it necessarily, but he definitely is the cause of his own struggle at this point. So I don't know how bad I can feel for Kakihana, but he is just an ordinary janitor guy who's about to get tortured by mobsters, so I guess I feel kind of bad for him. Otokawa reports the gunshot, the bullet hole through his window and into his closet. We bring back Lil Daimon. Lil Daimon, what's up? I'm sorry. Okay, we bring back Lil Daimon and have an interesting conversation with him that's actually quite interesting, as Otokawa is double-crossing Dobu and sort of going behind Big Daimon's back by bringing Lil Daimon on his own. But it's also meant to showcase a particularly simple morality, and the kind of people who watch people like Kabasawa and think, wow, what a great guy punishing evil out there, when in reality, Lil Daimon as a police officer should probably be against what Kabasawa is doing, given that he's doing like hardcore vigilanteism with multiple threats to like harm people in the streets. So there's some issues there. But the main thing that I found most interesting was like Lil Daimon's simplistic morality and the way that he views the world, literally in terms of doing evil or being against the people that do evil. He doesn't even really have a concept of good, just the opposite of evil, and I think that's kind of telling and pretty interesting. After that scene, we get a shot of the TV in the background where there's a news report about a body being dredged up from the river or the bay or whatever. So somebody dumped a body wrapped in cloth or a tarp or something with cinder blocks tied to it. And that's a familiar image because we've seen that image before. We've seen it in like Otokawa flashbacks. Like he has a moment where somebody says something and it triggers something in his brain, and we see like a body going down. We also see it in the OP sometimes. So, like, what's going on there? Did Otokawa murder a high schooler and dump her body in the river? Full maybe. Totally possible. The man is not readable. We don't know. We don't know what this boy's problem is. Or if he even has one. He might not have one. He might just have a bunch of little problems that are all coming from other people in his life. Speaking of those problems, one of the problems that he's been dealing with is his feelings for Miho Shirakawa, this alpaca lady who it turns out is involved pretty deeply with the crime stuff going on the Dobu side. And Otokawa pushes her away while simultaneously taking actions that protect her and get her out of the current situation that she's in. This strikes me as a sort of a self-sacrificing streak in Otokawa, and also as a potential thing where he's starting to go in on this double cross on Dobu, and he wants to square Miho away and keep her safe and out of his warpath, basically. Not that Otokawa himself will necessarily go on a warpath, but I think he knows that he's about to be the center of some shit, and he's trying to get her out of ground zero, which is admirable to some extent, but it's also hurtful. So Shit, complicated relationships between characters. Who would have expected this from a show about complicated relationships between characters? Wow. No, it's great. And then we had a very literal run in with Yano on Halloween as we're going out there to try to find both Kabasawa and Mr. Skull Mask, the guy who sort of some people think he's Dobu, but we know he's not Dobu. And we literally run into Yano and discovered that he speaks entirely in rap verse. Because why the fuck not? He's the coolest. He's rad as hell. If you don't know, now you know. Again, not gonna say the rest of that line. Fucking amazing. Speaking of searching for Skull Mask, we can't find him, so we just beat up some random kid who looks kind of like him. Nice. That's what I call justice. And then we spot Kabasawa sort of filming us and lose him in the crowd. It's unclear to me whether Kabasawa has enough footage and stuff to link Otokawa with Dobu with the assault that's occurring in that fucking alley as they beat the shit out of some kid because he's got a fake gun and a skull mask, but I don't know. And then, of course, we turn our attention to Kakihana, who goes on his date, gets abducted, and is now tied to a chair in a fucking warehouse about to be tortured by a rap god. I can't imagine a worse fate. I really can't. It's terrifying. So that's most of the scenes that happened in Odd Taxi last week. The crazy thing about recapping a show like this is that I can mention all of those scenes and they can evoke the memory of those scenes to you, but they can do nothing to equate to or be equivalent to the actual depth and complexity and intrigue of those scenes as they played out. It would be like recounting the plot of Pulp Fiction by just being like, oh yeah, and then they do some drugs, and then they go and they eat burgers, and then they have shakes, and then they go home, and then she takes the drugs, and then it doesn't work that way. Like I'm not giving you the complexity. You just have to watch the show, which I assume, given that this is a reaction series, you've already done and are doing along with me. So yeah, you're welcome, I guess. Wait, or I'm sorry, I guess. I don't know which one I'm going for here. Regardless, I'm just trying to say the show's good, and I can't talk about it enough to make it make the talking about it as good as the show itself. So I guess what I should probably do is stop talking and start watching, because we've got an episode of Odd Taxi lined up. Let's do it. So I've got episode 8 up and ready to go. I don't know what to expect from this one except bad things for Kakihana, because the poor boy is screwed. Yeah, that's basically my only expectation. But we are on episode 8 of Odd Taxi. I've got it up and ready to go. It's at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description down there. Timer-based version will be up on YouTube if you want to do your own syncy thing with your own copy. And there will be early access up on the Patreon, which you can find in the place down there where the things are. Yeah, check that out. Click the link, and if you throw me a couple bucks or something, you can get you could get the reactions a little bit early, which maybe you want. And it also super helps out and is like the way that I survive. So that's important. Yeah. I think that's it. I already said that there will be the 2 versions and shit. Let's get to it. Beep beep timer for Odd Taxi episode 8. Let's go. I'm psyched. I'm excited. And a little scared. I think that's about how it should be. Oh, this is the shortened version. Because that doesn't come in the full version. I think. I don't have chapters, so I'll just check it when it ends to see if it ends at like a minute or a minute 30. Yeah, no, it's different. They cut out that chunk of transition. Is it like it's not bridge. It's not traditional song like structure. There's this one frame where like the cat image. Oh yeah, that was a minute. Yeah, 15:8, 59, 60. Where the cat like turns block in, it looks like a Pikachu tail. Bless you. Achoo. Oh, they figured it out. Are they gonna let him go? Fuck. Ugh. 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 Yes. Maybe. Not at all. Don't put a ring up his ass. Oh, you fucking idiot. You don't get it. Yeah, you gotta learn from this one, man. What are they gonna do with him now that they know that he doesn't even have the money? Are they gonna kill him? Maybe. Hmm? Is it her? Okay. Is Teeaboo gonna stay in the car? Tell him I took it. Tell him I mugged you. Oh. Oh. Oh boy. Right, and you have to act it. How he's not gonna answer that. Yeah, he's not gonna answer that. Oh, wow. There's a line. Whoa. Joku. Wow, that's a lot of yen. Oh, hey, it is her. My man's, it's because the phone. Oh, yeah, and no reference to being a. Well, he was so convincing. Yeah, it's a no. Fuck off. 1 billion yen. Ha 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 ha. Teeaboo in the trunk, just like, I'm not a kid. Yeah, get fucked, dude. You got the money? Oh, now that's actually a good play. Yes, you are. But it doesn't matter. Why would I tell you? Let you stew on it, man. What if someone else could do something with that? Dude, they're gonna try to kill you because of that then. Right, it doesn't matter too much to me. Sure. Oh my god, Otokawa, you are outside the warehouse where Kakihana is. Hey, Dobers. Doberman. Dobu. Dobby. Fuck. Dobby's a good elf. Hmm. Hmm. Super busy. Work-related stuff, you know? Gotta keep his bars up. Gotta stay fresh. Funky. Fuck. Nope. Oh no. Fuck. Shit. She's just doing what she's gotta do to get by, man. No, you are not. Maji de Muri. Fuck. Oh. And it all falls down. It's true? Wow. They're gonna kill you, my man. They're gonna, like, actually gonna kill. Kakihana AG. No! You're right there! But of course, right, because he looks completely different. Oh, right, they're gonna try to fix him. No, it's not his memory, it's that he sees everybody's fucking animals. He does, because he sees everybody's fucking... Actually, kind of. Maybe. What is it? It's like dysgraphia? When you see things as other things? No. Oh, yeah. Someone who isn't there. Right. So he's... Or a schizophrenic delusion. Whoa! But wait, but they abandoned him because of they died, right? Sounds like a cover for a secret government organization or something. Okay. I only got 10 kilos on the bench, bro. You're a fucking gorilla. Oh, I guess you're not actually a gorilla as far as at least where my theory is concerned. Hmm. Hmm. It's how he meets everybody. Oh, it's Homo sapiens. Thank you. What you reading there, sir? Oh, I'm a fucking doctor. You're a real big shot, huh? Real big shot in the back of my taxi, eh? Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Question whether you got something pent up. It's your fault. Wow, that's harsh and true to some extent. Ah, immediately pegged him. Bing. Har har har. I just know your profession. Oh. I can see souls is a really interesting way to put it. Ooh, I want bananas. Sorry. How do you know where my clinic is, bro? I guess he probably told him the address or told him where he was going. That's a lie. Okay. Is he gonna be there? Yeah, I can't do that. Be awkward. That sucks. It always sucks to have a weird breakup when you go to the same places. Sucks. Oh. A cross look. Hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Donraku is the judge for N1? It's her job, dude. What else do you think huh? Yeah. It's not the faces though. What do you see when you look at me? It's just no, it's just images, it's videos, it's visuals. It's a bird. Pigeon. A little bit. Why is she blindfolded? Yeah, it's like, wait, are you doing some play? Like, whoa. She thinks so too. Oh, she's just like, whoo, haha. Amazing, amazing. Oh no. It's got to be the default ringtone. Awful. It's a lie. Yep. Whoa, he seems scared. Oh, the girl missing. He knows something. He knows something. He knows a lot. Oh my god. Yeah, it's all they care about. Uh-huh. True. He actually cares. Okay. That was weird to say, dude. What the fuck? Kakihana's overhearing all of this. You know? And if you don't know, so don't get rid of him. Hold on to him for later. Scary. Oh, this feels like it could be brutal. Oh, right. Oh, oh, I found him. Gonna stab the wall again? Oh, he's charging a fee. He's gonna put it together. Totally inconspicuous. Oh, faux show gaining haters. Haven't heard from Kakihana in a week. Oh, we're back here. And they're still playing the same song. Of course they are. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, savings at the bottom. Nice. Sure. Oh, gorillas. It's actually just a picture of people. Oh, just coming out and saying it. Yeah, excuse me, run that by me again. Oh, he's gonna try to record it. Oh my god. The plays. You don't need a wire when you got a cell phone. A person coming out of the lottery does. Holy shit, we're gonna try to rob him. Why would you withdraw it in cash and not just be like, deposit into bank account? I make a new account. I put a billion yen in there. Done. You have. Whoa. Right, you just put it into an account. Oh, he wants to buy fucking bullshit. Yeah, and you were aware of him too. He's gonna try to rob him too. Oh my god, we're all gonna center around the lottery ticket. It's kind of like oh my god, I just realized something. Yeah, how fat are those stacks? Oh, two people could carry that. It'd be hard, but just you. Oh, and Daimon. Sure have. Yeah, am I on record right now? Yeah, it's weird, man. Why are you asking so many leading questions? Oh, he's getting a little suspicious. Daimon, baby. Yeah, reveal your connections with the police. Boom. Boom. That's all we needed. 2 minutes, 11 seconds of doom. Yes, he is. Yes, I am. To cover the shutter noise? You just gotta turn off your volume, man. But holy shit, what a move. Nice. I mean, that's her job. So, okay. Is he gonna tell him? Hey, buddy, you gotta skip town. He said it, little Daimon. He said it to little Daimon. Dude, does that little Daimon know how to use a computer? He seems kind of fucking dumb. I don't know if I would trust that. Oh, boy. Whoa, we're doing this again. Fuck off. You don't need 300,000 fucking you dumbass. Okay, he's telling him to get the fuck out. Take that shit down. Oh. 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 Literally my only reason to live. You have no idea, my dude. Whoa. Somebody walking by? Until they take over the country? No. Yeah. Ah, he finally put it together. He knows where he's seen the girl. He knows where he's seen the girl. Kakihana. Yup. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, we're going in. Oh, no. Whoa, Kabasawa's getting it with, she looks like one of the girls who was at the cabaret club. He does not look happy about this. Seems like, physical companionship is not what he's actually after. Just fame and fortune, baby. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I don't know what the theme is for this episode, man. I do love this line right here. Don't you think he'd lie about that? And then he says, that's right, that's why violence is the only way to get people to talk. Woof. Especially with the consideration that, like, that's what's going on with Kakihara right now. Rough. Okay, so I had a thought, and you would have heard me in, like, near the last quarter of the episode or so go like, oh, I got it. As everything started to center around the lottery ticket, as all of these things sort of started to funnel down into putting all of our characters on a crash course with each other, I started to get that this doesn't remind me of a holy shit, his name, Tarantino. It doesn't remind me of a Tarantino film. That's what people have been saying all over the place, is like, oh, this reminds me of Tarantino film. It feels kind of like that, and it's never clicked for me. It never feels that way. Like, it's completely different stylistically, completely different in the story structure. What the actual storyline reminds me of, more than anything, is a Guy Ritchie film, like Snatch or Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, where there's this, like, citywide heist sort of weird thing going on with crime and individual characters and insanity and silly coincidences and everything sort of building up into a big a complicated web of characters who are only tangentially interrelated that then clash with each other over some thing in the center of everything. In this case, I think that thing in the center of everything now is the lottery ticket, but in truth, it's always been the missing girl. That's the missing piece that we've been wanting. Regardless, I just wanted to throw that out there because I think it's a better comparative analysis. And again, I've been trying to move away from comparative analysis with, like, saying X thing is like Y thing, and that makes it good or bad or weird or whatever. But it can be useful in some circumstances to say this reminds me of that. And in this case, This reminds me of specifically Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, I think more than Snatch, because of the complexity of it and the scope and nature of all the characters and the way that they interact. I think it's great, and I love those Guy Ritchie films a lot. So let me make sure that that's correct. I'm pretty sure that it's Guy Ritchie. If I'm crediting it to the wrong person, then my brain is broken. But we are talking about people whose brains are broken, so I might as well check it out. I'll just type in Guy Ritchie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rock and Rolla, Snatch, Swept Away, Wrath of Man. There's one of the Sherlocks, and also Snatch and Lock, Stock. Okay, cool. That is the boy. That is the guy. That is the film director who I was thinking of. Good stuff. And of course, everything's also centered around the dash cam data, and I guess to some extent in the audio dramas, the pen. There are all of these different MacGuffins that are sort of being hot potatoed around by different characters, and it's fucking awesome. The suspicions around the Calico Cat are great. I think it's particularly important that we have them get into the vehicle today. Like on this episode, it's super important so that we are reminded that Otokawa is still mulling this over in the back of his head, so that when he gets the reveal later in the episode, it all clicks together for us as well. It's fantastic. It's great. Are we gonna go meet that guy? Ooh, hoo, and the play about the 1 billion as according to Dobu. Man, I got so excited when Otokawa walked up to that warehouse door and saw the Razor scooter there. I was like, he's got to put it together. Of course he doesn't. We get to. He does not. He's right there outside of where Kakihana is being tortured. Rough. I love this moment of Yano and his enforcer, right? I feel like this one is super telling. Can I talk to him? Turns over, Yano's just listening to beats. Nah, he's busy. He's doing work stuff. It's like, well, I can clearly see him. He's clearly he's playing music. He's not that busy. He could come and talk to me. No, he's busy. He doesn't have time for you. Right? It says something about Yano. It says something about his enforcer as well. I mean, this guy he's pretty bland, but he's also clearly brutal, very willing to go as far as he wants to in hurting people and whatnot. And very serious, straightforward, straight to the point. Quite a bastard, quite a motherfucker. And of course, Kakihana, this is probably the hardest scene in the episode. I don't find it as harsh as some of the other scenes with Kakihana, just because the other ones nailed a particular level of cringeworthiness, and this is just the simple process of watching somebody's world fall apart and all of their delusions come crashing down. Poor fucking Kakihana still thinks that he's in it. Didn't we have fun together? No, it was literally painful to be with you, and you are the reason that I want to stop doing this. And he can't put it together. This line is exactly it. You're not the kind of girl who says that. Well, you have no idea who the fuck she is the truth of the thing. So sorry, bud, but you don't know that. You just assumed it because she looks cute. That doesn't mean anything. She's a fucking criminal, and she just catfished you, baited you into a badger game. And she hits him back with the "you're the liar," of course. There was never any chance between us. And we get squeezed. I actually really, really like this shot. It's the way that this shadow crawls up him and sort of envelops him in darkness is super spooky. And it also gives us a pretty good impression of the size difference between these two. And hard cut out. This is cool. Just the places that they choose to cut scene to scene. We build up the anticipation of this incoming punch, and then we cut away from it. It's fucking sick. God damn it, he walks right up to the warehouse, man, and then he gets the text from Goriki. And Goriki is starting to put together what's going on with Otokawa in the same way that we are. And I think we might have nailed it. I think he sees people as animals when they're not. It's the only thing that makes sense to me, right? Kakihana's profile, his visual, his outline in the character design sense is distinctive and clear, but not to other people. Now, maybe in what I assume is his human form, maybe he's got a cowlick or something, and that's something, but nobody else can tell that that's him when it's obvious as fuck to Otokawa and obvious as fuck to us that that's Kakihana, right? Who else is that going to be? It's Kakihana, you unemployed bum. Want to get drinks? Come talk. Okay. So I guess I'd believe you. I thought he had an exceptional memory, and we call it synesthesia, which I'm sure is not what we're actually going to call it because it's not really synesthesia. Synesthesia is like tasting sound or seeing touch, right? It's one sense mixing up with another sense. This isn't that. This is like synesgraphia. I feel like dysgraphia is a real word, and I want to check what it means because it's the same root dys as in dyslexia, but then dysgraphia has to do with images. So let me check. No, dysgraphia is the dyslexia is the reading, and graphia is with writing. So it's not imagery. It's something else. But I feel like it's a similar type of thing. It's a specific learning disability, et cetera, et cetera. What's the one where you like there are people who just can't remember faces? Yeah. Inability to recognize faces. Prosopagnosia, which is face blindness, and is a real neurological disorder because we have a section of our brain that actually activates specifically in response to faces, the fusiform gyrus, which lets people recognize faces in more detail than like other objects. It's something like that, right? Like all of your other visual processing remains the same. You can tell that a red block and a blue block are different, and that a circular block and a square block are different. You can tell what the difference is. You can recognize like one mug versus another mug, but you see two people's faces next to each other and you got nothing. It just like, I don't know. I have no idea. That's really interesting. And I feel like it's something like that. Yeah, I feel like it's something like that. This disorientation and this interpretation of reality that Otokawa seems to have seems to be a neurological dysfunction, and probably one that he's had for a long, long time because he just thinks it's normal, right? And it doesn't affect his daily life in a huge way. So why would he talk to people about it if he just thinks that this is his reality? And I think that's a pretty solid perspective on the like nature of the show, is that all these people see different realities. And in a weird way, that's sort of what we reveal with Kakihana here. His reality, where he sees Shiho-chan and is like, this is a cute, good person who's great and whatever. But really everything that she is to him is a lie, and everything that he is to her is a lie. It's just all falsehood. It's all layers and layers. So maybe he has some kind of indicator to tell people apart, indeed, and also he's been talking to someone random in his home. And we talk about it as though it's an imaginary friend. I feel like that's too simplistic. I don't think it's an imaginary friend, nor do I think that Otokawa is a, like, full schizophrenic. I don't think that he fully believes, like, that there are people who don't exist. It would be fucking crazy if that were the case, if, like, some character fully didn't exist in this world, right? But pretty much everyone who I can think of that being, like, the immediate thought is, oh, maybe we're Fight Clubbing it, and spoilers for Fight Club, I guess. Maybe we're Fight Clubbing it, and Dobu is actually a figment of his own imagination, right? Like he's Brad Pitt to Otokawa's like schlumpy what's his face. But no, because Dobu interrelates with her. It sees Miho, is talking to the Daimons, like all this other shit is going on. I guess it's technically possible, but I don't think so. I don't think it's possible that Dobu is not a person. He's for sure a person. But it's an interesting idea that, like, maybe he's seeing people who aren't there, but I don't think it's the case. I think he just sees everybody as animals, and that's the limit of his psychological weirdness. But also we find out some other details about this. Apparently his parents abandoned him when he was in grade school. I thought that there was some more significantly, like, violent trauma, is the impression that I got from some of those screen flashes and, like, moments when we mention, like, Otokawa's past and stuff, when we get these flashes of memories. I thought it was some kind of violent trauma, like his parents didn't abandon him, but actually died. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe that's not true. And then some sort of nonprofit supporting orphans sent him money to cover his living expenses. This is interesting. So since grade school, Otokawa has been living on his own, receiving money, at least during his childhood, from a nonprofit. I wonder if that's actually, like, fucking super spy organization, MST3K. Wait, MST3K is movie commentary. MS13, M4. I don't remember. I think it's MS13. Something like that. But I doubt it. It's the kind of story where that could be the case, but I don't think so. I am really curious about this moment just because Goriki seems to only have 10-kilo plates on his bench, and that's a really low bench for a bulky adult male like him. That's pretty low. So I'm wondering what's going on there. If he's got like a shoulder injury. It's one of the bigger mysteries of the show for real is why is Goriki's bench so low? I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I don't care. It's totally fine. Cool. So we turn off the Homo sapiens, and we have this whole conversation. It's not anyone's fault that your life isn't going well. And I love this response. Manners, you act really important. What, do you think the customer's always right? I bet you look down on taxi drivers. And he just sits him back with like, are you okay, man? You seem like mad for no reason. I'm just chilling in the back of the taxi. Why are you getting amped up, dude? I think that's pretty great. And of course, it's not anyone else's fault that your life isn't going well. It's not your environment's fault either. You have to take responsibility for all of it. And that's an interesting perspective because I don't think it's always true. I think it is possible that like your environment can be at fault for making your life not go well, and it can be other people's fault. People screw other people over all the time, right? But in this case, I think it's accurate. Okay, so doctors speak differently, and I'm psychic, right? And psychics come in different flavors. And this whole idea of your soul and body being so separated, and the whole idea of I can see souls, and that being his way of thinking about his gift/curse, as far as, again, just theory here. It's pretty. I feel like it's like set in stone. I feel like I'm 99.99 on this theory, but still just theory here. I feel like I can see souls is what he's talking about, is his ability to see people, or weirdness where he sees people as animals. It's very interesting. And that like I see your spirit animal. It's cool. It really was a shortcut. Maybe it was something crazy. No. Thought it was impressive. And then this is so sad. This just little moment. You want to come with us? Let's hang out. Ooh, the ears go down. If I go, he would probably bounce. Fuck. Shit. Okay, so Donraku came in and they talked about some stuff. Donraku apparently is the judge of a comedy competition. I can only imagine the way that all of our characters seem to be on collision courses, that comedy competition is going to be the N1 competition. It's going to be the one that Homo sapiens are dealing with. Yeah. Did losing your job. Oh, right. It didn't click for me why he was calling him like you unemployed bum and all that shit. It's because Goriki's closing his clinic down for the short term. Okay, so it's clearly how Kakihana is. And I love this discussion because we get another character who's known Otokawa for a while, and it's just like, that's just how Otokawa is. He remembers people. It's great. He's good at this. I wish I had that gift. It would be great for food service, right? And then Goriki starts to test him, right? This is just a text from somebody. Do you know who this was? Well, it's Shirakawa, but he doesn't know that. And then what's this? Well, it's a bird. Okay, easy peasy. So we're trying to narrow it down. And who is this? Whoa, why? What? You guys have been doing? Oh, you could have at least invited me. Damn it, you knew I liked her, Goriki. That's not nice. But that's Shirakawa-san. Oh, how scandalous. And she gets it immediately. This girl knows. She knows what's up. Good stuff. Good for you. And of course, the call in. Sad. And then the money. And then he flips the fuck out. So again, this guy is down to business, but also strongly violent. Again, as with most things, it's not like there just aren't impressive cuts in this show for the most part. There just aren't. It doesn't care. It doesn't care to be like, this is a visual feast for the senses. It's a magical ride. It's so amazing. Nah, man. The dialogue is top tier. The music is great. The general production and scene-to-scene flow is excellent and filmic. And the use of the characters is equally filmic. There isn't action-y stuff. Although apparently we're going to get like a weird CG car chase in the next episode, and probably it won't be that visually impressive, and probably it won't matter. It'll still be thrilling. So, hell yeah. But, he kicks a chair. It's cool. And yeah, he will be. I'm also curious about Yamamoto here because Mr. Polar Bear guy is just like, fuck that, let's just rob him, take the money. And Yamamoto actually seems invested in Mystery Kiss. And it's unclear to me at this point whether he's invested in Mystery Kiss as like actually wanting these girls to succeed and stuff, or if he's just invested in it because it's been his pet project, right? Like, oh, I've been working on Mystery Kiss. I want to make sure that my project goes through and I get the credit for this. It's unclear to me. Okay. Oh, yeah, this line, she sure is cute. Ask if she'd like to spend a night with me nude. Yano, what the fuck, bro? But then he says he was just picturing that future, so he's and still listening to you. Cool. What is Inspector Totsugawa, the cop from those books? Is it that like Sherlock Holmes, but Japanese? It's Inspector Totsugawa series is a Kyotaro Nishimura novelist of police procedurals. Cool. And also a J-drama as well that was made based off of it. That makes sense. Cool. I mean, it doesn't make it, maybe it clicks in some people's brains that like, oh, that means XYZ about what's going on here, but I haven't seen it or read it, so I don't fucking know. And again, everything starts to sort of funnel and circle around the money, the moolah, the stacks, the cash. It's an extra life like in a video game, and threaten. Call your mom. What a fucker. And yeah, I might be getting married, but it's not happening. Turns out I'm in a warehouse. So tell somebody and help me. No, but then he would immediately get killed. Kawasawa keeps going harder and using this catching Dobu in the act, right? Like as like fodder to get people to join his thing, his weird cult of Kawasawa Online Salon with a membership fee of 10,000 yen and the chance to win like 100,000 yen. Oh no, 1,000,000 yen prize if you can find them. So that's just 100 people that he needs signed up to make back his 1,000,000 yen, right? Am I mathing that right? I think I am mathing that properly. Seems like Kawasawa's set up to make quite a profit there. Interesting. And he hears somebody else there. That voice at the end. Hey, Dobu, to your left is Kawasawa. There must be a traitor. And it was Otokawa. Okay, we're worried about Kakihana. They make it to N1. Grand Prize, Amateur Manzai. Yeah, what do we got here? Calip the Goose, Bam Bam Bigelow, Japan's Section Chief, Yamorite, Jerry Don, Kyoto Hoteison, Mrs. Osborne, Aomomiji, Orange Victory, Homo Sapiens, and Fuyu and Hikoki. I hope we get to watch this game show. I hope so. I hope that it's a whole game show thing. It would be amazing. And we have our conversation here, and the ballsiest move to record this, and now we have it all on record, and we sent it to Lil Daimon, and it's got everything. That he's trying to rob a bank, that he's this, that, and the other with a bad guy, that he's involved with particular corrupt cops, proof to Little Daimon that Big Daimon is in on it. Ooh, that's a lot of juicy stuff there. And the plan is to get everybody intersecting around this guy as he tries to withdraw his money. Oh, boy. Hey, buddy, gotta get out of town immediately. And then Mystery Kiss's CD is on sale. He says the thing about the spring and remembers my spring is coming up or whatever. And that's who I've seen before. That calico cat. Bitch. And so he knows. He knows there's something wrong, and we're going to get into it next episode. Fuck, this one was exciting and interesting, and things are ramping up in the tension department big time. It feels like we're honing in on all of the mysteries. Like our whole landscape, our whole viewpoint is narrowing down to the important bits, and I can't wait to see how it throws me off and brings in weird elements that I'm not expecting and makes this story continue to be super interesting, because it's continued to be super interesting all the way through so far. So I got nothing but excitement here. Yeah, hell yeah. Loving the show. Okay, let's watch the audio drama. Hopefully 9 is there. I know that 9. 8 point something is there. I know that one of them is missing from the playlist. Hopefully it won't be this one and I won't have to deal with it until like later. Let's find out. Oops.
最近ね、ちょっと思うんですよ。
No,
このと、はい、皆さん、
stop playing. Stop it. Stop. Technology, stop. Okay, I've got it up. Let's do it. It's an old coot's ravings. Weird title. Let's go.
はい、皆さんこんばんは。
こんばんは。
最近ね、ちょっと思うんですよ。この盗聴器仕掛けたのは誰なんだろうって。私と同じように、この音声を聞いてるってことでしょ？
Maybe.
何でもいいから盗み聞きしたいっていう変態の仕業かもしれませんけど、どうも意図を感じるんですよね。まあ、
Like making an audio drama.
さあ、今回はなんとあの落語界の大御所の音声を入手しました。貴重なお笑いの話も聞けますよ。私は多少がっかりしましたが、いやー、やっぱすごいですね、東京は。では、どうぞ。
What does Donraku sound like?
ありがとうございました。
バカ野郎お前、ったくよ。
お通しです。
They're eating there.
だって師匠の方が何百倍も稼いでるじゃないですか。バカ、金じゃねえんだって。そうだろ？金もらえりゃ何でもすんのかって話だろ。魂だろ、パッションだろ。確かにそうですね。初心に戻ってもっと面白い番組作れるように頑張ります。面白い番組減ったよな。そう言われるとつらいっす。お前が面白いもん作りたいって言うんなら協力してやるよ。
I wonder who his partner is, who he's talking to.
企画、バンジージャンプとかいけます？バンジージャンプ？いくら？
How much money? It's not about money, it's about
3倍なら考えるや。
もうそれならいけるかもし
it's
れま
about
せん。
passion. But how much money?
マジで？
多分ですけど。
まあ頼むよ、そこは。
本当にいけます？上まで行って NG とかなしですよ。
やったことはねえけどいけるだろう。こうしたら話がなんだから。なぜなら講座に登るのは慣れてますってね。
Okay. No, I get it, translator.
酒はいいのか？
はい、いただいてます。
食えよこれ。ほら、1個余ってるやつ。なんだこれ？
初ですね。
最近の若いやつはほんと食ってるか？ちゃんと噛めよ。
噛みますちゃんと。
はい。
So the other guy's younger than
俺の酒ねえ
him.
だろ。
めっちゃ飲みますね。
違うだろ。
That's a
バカ。
voice.
おかわりだろ。
ごめんなさい。赤身さん、これおかわり。
はーい。
バカ野郎。食べよ。
Yeah, they're pretty
お前が
drunk.
な、もしうちの弟子ならとかけまして。
I rewrote it and simplified the joke.
こ
Cool.
の酒の水面に生じる、いや違う、一滴の雫が落ちた状態と解きます。
その心は？
どちらも波紋を呼ぶ波紋になるでしょう。
Ha 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 ha. But well rewritten joke. I don't know what the original joke was.
あ、どうも。
Domo.
師匠
Yep.
今の審査員ですけど、
Okay, cool.
今年もよろしくお願いしますね。
あれな、ほんとメリットないよな。
師匠の審査みんな気にしてますから。
ああ、分かったよ。そ
Uh,
れよりそろそろもう一個ぐらいレギュラーくれよ。
それはまたおいおい。で、師匠、注目コンビとかいますか？
いいねよ。
let's table that for a while.
誰が注目されてんの？
今年は煩悩イルミネーションとか。
面白いのあれ。
師匠、娘さんいましたよね。娘さんはお笑い好きじゃないんですか？
さあ。
Oh.
今、おいくつでしたっけ？
Yeah.
18。
Oh, you do not talk to your daughter very often, do
ああ、
you?
絶対知ってますよ。 あと去年の準優勝コンビも今年エントリーしてますし、
Homo
ダークホースで言う
sapiens.
とホモ・サピエンス。
正直わかんねえんだよ。
え
Ah.
何が面白いのか、
Ah.
何に笑えばいいのか。
じゃあ
Adrift.
審査基準は何なんですか？
雰囲気だよ、雰囲気。みんな笑ってるから面白いんだろうみたいな。
Ooh.
逆張りみたいになっても私は好きですねとか言っとけばそれっぽいし。だいたいこの年になるとな、本当のことにしか興味ねえんだよ。
落語よりコメンテーターの方が楽しいですか？
あれはあれで苦痛だけどな。
Hmm.
不倫しようがヤクザと付き合おうが、 勝手じゃねえか。で、トイレ行ってくるわ。おかわり頼んどいて。ああ、帰ってもいいけどお会計だけしていけよ。
What are you gonna say while you're
つ
alone?
まんねえな。老
Oh.
害が。あと SNS やめろもん。どんどんメッキが剥がれてるんだよ。
どんなく師匠のファンのお友達がいるのよ。呼んでもいいかしら。
いや、あの人素人さんには超塩対応だから呼ばない方がいいですよ。
そうなの？この前サインいただいた時優しかったわよ。
女好きだから
You're a woman.
ママさんぐらいの人って
God damn it.
まあそうなの。
Wow.
不倫しちゃうかしら。
しちゃってください。で、世間から袋叩きにされて初心に帰ればいいんだ。
でもどんなく師匠ってお笑いコンテストの1週間前からお酒抜くぐらい真面目なんでしょ？
って言ってるだけですよ。
It's all
ポズポズ
lies. All lies.
酒抜いたところで一体何だって話だし、意味わかんねえ。
私ゴシップ大好きなんだけどさ。
Oh.
どんなく師匠ならいろいろ教えてくれるかしら。
もうだってペラペラ喋るんじゃないですか？
ほんと？じゃあ私の電話番号教えちゃうか
Hey,
な。
go for it. He's wealthy.
あれ？そのペン
あ
どうしたの？
That's that pen.
これ、どうしたっけな。
A hopeless skirt
あ
chaser.
ー、外で電話しながらメモしなきゃいけなくて焦ってたらたまたま拾ったんだ。
Gotcha.
幸せのボールペンって
I wonder if
噂ら
that's
しいわ
the
よ。
koala guy who was the like
確かにペン
manager
なくて困ってたから
sort
ラ
of
ッ
dude.
キーだったけど。
Maybe.
人にあげた時に効果を発揮するんだって。
じゃあ、足をあげます。
おい、
Thank you.
お帰りなさい。
裏いてんじゃないだろうな。
Yeah.
そりゃ口説いてるに決まってるじゃないですか。
なんだよ、俺の間にこそこそと。
目の前にして口説かなかったら失礼でしょ。
油断も隙間あるしね。
That's kind of sweet. That's kind of sweet in a weird, slightly creepy way. Okay. Wow, I love how we talk about like Donraku's lies and Donraku's whole facade. And then as soon as he gets up and goes to the bathroom, the dude who's with him is like, God, I fucking hate that guy. Fucking old people, am I right? Amazing. Everybody lying. Everybody lying. Who? Okay, I don't know what it reveals beyond expanding on some of the things in this episode and adding some more elements. But it's certainly interesting to actually hear the voice of this character, Donraku, who's been sort of in the background of so many characters' stories. It's pretty intriguing. It's pretty interesting. As for the overall on the episode, it's pretty sick. This is a pretty damn good one. I'm looking forward to the next one. We'll see how it all plays out, but things keep getting more entangled, right? Like, I don't feel like we've added any new story threads for a little while. It just feels like all of the threads that we have, like we're playing Cat's Cradle, right? Like we keep looping them in with each other and creating this really interesting pattern of colors and shapes and intersecting lines that makes it more and more complex without adding more external factors in, right? It's interesting. Or equivalently, like we've mixed up some egg whites and some sugar, and we're not going to add anything more to them. We're just going to whip them until they turn into a meringue, until they turn into something different. That's what this feels like to me, is like we've got our set ingredients and now we're just baking. We're just doing the chemistry. We're mixing things together and making interesting combinations and interesting flavors. And that's what the show has been. It's fucking sick. This show is amazing. Yeah, okay, I think that's a wrap for the episode. Otokawa has realized that Kakihana is in the big trouble and that Shiho is not necessarily who she says she is, or that there's something weird going on there. Or at least that there's the link between her and Kakihana, who's now been missing for a while. Yano is being scary. Goriki and Miho are both working on figuring out Otokawa's deal, whatever that might be. The Dobu game is getting more and more complicated, and Otokawa is getting deeper and deeper into it, and it's fantastic. Kabasawa's going off. Don't know what the hell is going on with Tanaka, but I assume at this point that he's still he's 8 or 10 days into no sleep, no food, no water, just wandering around the city with a gun looking for a taxi driver. So he's probably doing great. He's probably having a good old time. Honestly, where has he been? What has he been doing? He's been sleeping on the street. I guess he's got a house to go back to for now, so should be okay. Show's crazy. Everything's starting to center around those billion yen. We'll see how that plays out as we get a little bit further into it. But for now, I'm going to call it quits. This has been episode 8 of Odd Taxi and the associated audio drama. I hope you've enjoyed it as much or more than I have, and I hope to catch you next week where the mystery unfolds or folds further. See you there. Peace.